this is Toby, and welcome to a Tobyknits Flosstube episode 50. What do you think about that, Tobe? 50. If you're new here, then welcome. Please go and grab a cup of tea. I got a big one today. You might need a big one. It's going to be long because today we're talking about cross stitch. Yes. Mondays, I typically talk about knitting. Wednesdays is cross stitch, and every other Friday is quilting and sewing. So today is cross stitch. And as you all know, if you're my regulars, I'm a little bit obsessed with my cross stitch right now. So this will be long. Don't you love my mug? My lovely friend Sue made that for me. Anyway, what have we got to talk about today? Well, today I have two FOs, kind of. I'll explain. And I've got 3 whips on the go. And then I've now got 3 mystery stitches on the go. I know. I can't resist them. You know I can't resist them. I love a good mystery. You put mystery in any word, I'm there. I'm there. And I've got some happy mail, and yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. So get comfy. First off, I finished Wanda the Woodpecker. I bought this at a, let me see if I can make that light any better. Yeah, maybe. I finished this the other day, and fully finished. I just have to put the tag thing on, some baker's twine. This came in the kit to make it. The kit was from Canadian Stitchery, and this was Wanda the Woodpecker. It came with everything you needed: the pattern, the floss, the needle, and obviously the piece of wood, which has all got the pre-cut holes in it. Isn't it cute? I love cardinals and woodpeckers and blue jays. And robins. Those are my 4 favorite birds. So if I see anything with them birds in it, I'm buying it. Yeah, so I just love that. I think it's super cute. So that will be going on my Christmas tree. The other thing that I finished is in my Peter Rabbit bag. And if you know, I've been working on the Peter Rabbit sampler, which is from Hachette Publications, a UK magazine. And each week they put out a magazine which has a section for you to stitch of this giant sampler. Here's a picture of the sampler. Now, I have finally finished. I'm way behind everybody else because, number one, I had to, when I was over in England in May, I saw the magazines, loved it, and my brother said, why don't you get a subscription? And I'm like, okay, but they wouldn't ship to Canada or let me do it. So my brother said, well, here, just have it, we'll get it for you, we'll ship it here, and we'll send it to you. So that's what they've been doing. And typically it ships for, when it's a subscription, 4 at a time. So then my dad just posts them to me. So I've got a bunch of them, but I'm not in a rush to do them because it's not spring yet, basically. So this was Peter. Let me get my board, which I have handy today. I am super clever in that respect. Not always, though. So there's Peter. He's done. And then now I have finished the Flopsy bunnies. Look, I had to do a bit of white in here and her tail. And she's now all finished. The cross stitch is all done. So, and I really wanted to get this one finished. Look how big they are. They're way bigger than I thought they were going to be. When you see the picture, they look small, but they're big. And there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go on this. And so, so those are the Flopsy bunnies. Is that better? It's hard to tell. The lighting isn't good. Do I have the big light on or the little light? I don't know. So those are my Flopsy bunnies, and I wanted to finish Flopsy because I wanted to put this away until after Christmas. I'm going to put this back out in the new year. By then I will have met my dad and got a bunch more magazines, so I should be good to go with this for ages. And I wanted to pull out my old Christmas ones from years ago to finish. So this is the Peter Rabbit bag. Oh, and do you like these? What I did was I got these from the hardware store, Canadian Tire here. You'd get it from your hardware store probably. And they're what you put on keys. They're key tags, they're called, and they're you can just write on. So even though I know this is Peter Rabbit because it's in my Peter Rabbit bag, I still put this on there because at some point later on when I finish this, I'll just use this bag for another project, right? And then I'll just erase that because I use an erasable pen. This is my erasable pen. Where is it? It is from, I don't know, that's not focusing for you. There. That's the Make Legami. And it's just a regular pen. And this end is the eraser. And I get these in Brockville in this cute little shop, and refills and everything, because I've got 3 of them. I just love them to death because I don't like making mistakes when I write stuff. I know, weird, eh? So I can just erase this when I'm ready to do another project and then write the new project name on. But this is going to be for a while. This is a long project. There's 4 samplers, and I'm really debating, do I want to do all 4 of them? I was at one time, because each one of my grandkids is born in a season. So I was going to make one for each of them, hang them here, and when they turned 18, give them to them. That was the plan. But it's like, gosh, it'll take like 2 years. But we'll see. So those were my 2, what I call finished objects. It's not a real finished object, the Flopsy Bunnies, but that particular chart is finished. So that meant I was able to bring out, which is in a really old bag that I've had for years, Song of Christmas. Now, this is where this zipper is, so I just tagged it up there with a light bulb. But this is Song of Christmas, which looks like this. So it is a lavender and a lace chart. I don't even know how old this chart is. I got it when I worked at the cross stitch cupboard. I don't even know if it says a date on. I don't believe it does. But it was Lavender and Lace 46. And I am doing it on a beautiful green linen. Fairly sure it's 32 count. So this is, and I started stitching this. Blimey, when did I start stitching this? One moment, please. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, I don't think I did. This was before I kept notes of stuff. So I have no idea when I started this, but I feel like it was probably a long time ago. And then it got put away. Because I started it after I had done Center of the Forest. So, and it's got beads. These are these bugle beads or whatever they are. And there's beads all here and around here. Obviously, I've not done any back stitch. Isn't this gorgeous, though? These are all beads. I just love rubbing my hands on it. So I had got down to the little girls and the little angels, and I had put it away and forgot about it for ages. I bring it out now and again, put a couple of stitches in it, and then put it back away. But it would be nice to try to finish it. So this is why I needed to finish Flopsy Bunnies, so I could get this out. And I actually did a lot here I think if I can find a picture, I'll put it of what it looked like before I started, and then how much I got done in the last little while. Let's see if it tells me in my book here how many stitches I did. Keep banging into stuff today. I did 220, no, 228, no, that's the wrong thing. Two hours worth, because this one is, I have to do the chart, and I can't get it into Markup RXP because I've written on it and it's a mess, and anyway, I didn't bother. But I think I got about 2 hours worth doing this area here. It was like that, and I got this filled in. So once I get the girls done, I think I've got some more of the Christmas tree to do, and then the beading. So yeah. Then the other thing I have been working on, again, a Christmas project, is the Christmas snow globe in this bag. And this was a mystery by Tiny Modernist in 2022. And as we all know, for some reason in 2023, I never stitched a thing. So this got started in September, November, December, and then I left it. And here's a picture of what it will look like. And this is where I am at with it. I took this with me to work on when I was at the retreat. And I have now got Santa's reindeers done from the last time you saw this. And the tree finished. So that is where I'm at with this one. This still has to be, I think, on some of these things, some extra little back stitchy things, but I'll do them when I'm finished. And I'm still debating to do the bottom, the presents, the penguin, and all that, the nutcracker. I'm still debating. So I'm gonna do the whole of the inside of the snow globe and the snow globe, and then I'm gonna decide, do I wanna call that a day, or do I still wanna do the rest of the stuff? So these basically were my 2 Christmas stitches. She says laughingly. And the other project I've been working on is Peking Puppies. Now this is an old Michael's bag, but you can still put one of the tags on. It makes no difference. So this is Peking Puppies, and this one is this. I'm stitching this for my son for his Christmas present, hopefully. And this looks like his dog that he has now, Ellie. She's a Brittany Springer Spaniel, identical to her. This one kind of looked like their dog that passed away this year. She was some kind of a hound dog, I think, a coon hound or something, mixed with lab or something, I don't know. Anyway, but she's the same colors as Toby. And she passed away, she was only 5. So I wanted to make this for him. And so I'm changing the colors, which is, you know, being sort of okay. Oh, I got a thread here, hang on. Let me take it off the hoop for you. I have been changing the colors, but I keep actually changing them. You should see the state down on the floor here. Everything's on the floor. I have changed the colors and then unpicked and gone with a different color and so on. It's a real work in progress. So here is the first dog. Isn't she lovely? This side is all done of the half cross stitches. This side I still have to finish, which is nice. These are half cross stitches, and then these are full stitches. So it makes it really pop out. And this is a dimensions kit, if I had not said so before, on Ada. And so here is the other dog coming along. I'm very happy with this skull. I'm still not sure about that, but she's like Toby. So she is darker and lighter beige colors on her with the black and gray. I did have another color coming down and up here, but I didn't like it. So I've found a lighter shade to try to blend the beige in, but I decided to keep the eyes the same as the actual original pattern, and this color coming down is all the same color that's in the original pattern, because she does have black and gray in her too, so maybe not exactly in those spots, but nobody's gonna really say anything. They won't remember what she looked like anyway. But so this is where I've got with Peking Puppies. Oh my goodness. It looks so weird. Like this one looks weird compared to that because I haven't got any of the, but I needed to come down and get the nose done. That's my plan, because the nose is very similar to her nose, other than a pink blob, which I can easily change that color for. And then once I've got the nose in, then it's a case of, you know, filling all the other parts in, and the base will be the same, her neckline, because her neckline was black too. So that will be, you know, it's just I have to think about that one when I'm stitching it. It's not quite, and I've got to look at the chart, which I did put in Markup RXP, and I don't know the dimension colors that are already there because I don't know if they use DMC. It doesn't tell me. And the DMCs I am using, I've put in. So I've got to the point now where I'm not actually caring. I just want to mark off, and I don't care what the color is. It's not actually the color I'm telling it to be. So originally I thought it would be easier to do it like that so I could see how she looked as I was stitching with the colors to make sure I had the right colors, but it didn't really work out that way. So I'm just using it to mark off as opposed to the color. And I can see where I am. So, so yeah, so last week I put only a few stitches in her because I was busy with the Christmas globe and trying to finish off the Flopsy bunnies. Here is my weekly, what I'm working on this week. I try to put in what I want to work on. So, because otherwise I will get stuck on one project and that will be the end of that. So, what's all this about mysteries? Well, you all know that I am doing the Historical Sampler Society's Christmas Robin Patchwork. And I've got it in my lovely robin bag, and I'm so sorry they're all sold out now. I did have them in the shop and they went really quickly, so yeah, of course I always keep one for me, which is, you know, you have to do it. So this is on a 32 count linen. Sage is the color, and what this is every, is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I think it's every 2 weeks. The Historical Sampler Society, who I love, they are in the UK. You can get this pattern as a PDF and use your own floss and your own thread. I got the kit for this, which consisted of the fabric and the floss, which is DMC. And I chose linen. You could get it in Ada. And this is a sage green. It's beautiful. I feel like this color is a little darker than the Ada sage green, but I could be wrong. But this is, where's my board? It's hard when it's linen. This is where I have got so far with that. This is going to be another tree right here. And then we've got a section, half a section here and a little bit here. So we roughly have this much of a section to stitch for the next 2 weeks. And it is a PDF, so it's easy. I just put that straight into markup and it's lovely. And then in 2 weeks, we'll get another part and another part. And it just makes this beautiful patchwork Christmas robin sampler. I love it. And I made myself a little stitch marker to go with it from the same fabric as the bag. That's the owl. So yeah, I'm enjoying working on this. And I had planned to do this for a while. This was going to be, because you know, I normally like to have 4 projects, right? So I've got my 3, the 2 Christmas and Peking Puppies, and this would have been the 4th project. And so how I like to work it in the week is, because I stitch in the afternoons when I'm having a rest, 1 project gets 2 days, 1 project gets 2 days, 1 project gets 2 days, 1 project gets a day. Then it starts a day the following week, 2, 2, 2, and so on. So that they all end up getting 2 days in a row worked on. And so that I can fit my 4 in, and I'm comfortable with the 4, and it's easy to manage. And then I was looking on Facebook, as you do, and somebody, no, it wasn't Facebook, I was watching a podcast, the Sleepy Stitcher, who lives in Japan. She's American, and I think her husband is stationed there. So she is there, and she was mentioning this Victorian murder mystery stitch along. I was there. Right away, I was checking out her description. You know, when you click the more and everything pulls down and all the details are there. Like, I put all my links in that, so you know what I'm talking about. So I clicked on it, found it, went to the information, and it's a 6-week weekly. So they're weekly clues, and it comes with a story. So you have to solve the murder, and the murder is also, some of the clues are in the sampler because it's a Victorian murder mystery. So this is the bag I have made to put it in. There are 2 more of these, I think, in the shop. I don't think they're sold yet. So there are 2 more of these. And inside they have this lovely yellow fabric as well. And and there are matching bitty bags to go with it. So what this is you get the story, you read the story, and then you get the first part of the clue. And it's a really interesting way it's done. It's by stitchingly.com. I will leave a link below. And I've done this before with my quilts. I've done a murder mystery or a story that goes with the quilt block. And they were fun to do. That was a mystery. But this one is a murder mystery, and it's set in the Victorian era. And you get to choose your character because the story changes based on what that character sees. And the clues are different based on what that character finds in the stitching and in the story. So you can be the chambermaid, which is what I was. You can be the cook, and you can be the lady of the house. But I thought the chambermaid, because they're like, they just drift around. Nobody's watching them. People take no notice of them. They get to find, check all the clues out. So that's what I did. I found some beautiful Lugana fabric. No, it's not. It is a fabric I got from the cross stitch cupboard when I worked there years and years ago. It's 28 count Jubilee. Look at that. Oh, they don't exist anymore, but I love them. And I am loving working on this fabric. I'm so loving it. So this is the first clue, and it's only 5 colors. You could go with the colors she's showing you in the pattern, or you can pick your own. I picked my own. I don't know why I did that, but I did. But I knew I wanted, because it's for 6 weeks, I wanted something Christmassy, but not altogether Christmassy, just in case. So let me try to show you. Oh, I'm so clever. This was clue 1. Isn't that pretty? So after we'd stitched clue 1 and read our story, you have to decide what that clue must mean. And in our story, my chambermaid is asked by the butler to take a look at this last piece of work that our murder victim was working on, because it's part of a stitching social group that get together. So I thought that was fun. So of course they're flowers. So it led us to the flower garden. And then there's another clue there. And then the following week, this was clue 2's. The best stitches. And this lovely little, so here's where I used the green and the red. And I think it's so pretty. And I am loving working on this fabric. Totally love it. So that's week 2. Week 3 was out on Monday. They come out every Monday. So week 3 was Monday, which was Thanksgiving here in Canada. And that's also the day the Robin Sow started. So I was bouncing most of the day between the two of them. But I won't start, obviously, clue 3 until later today. I think, when am I working on it next? Probably not till Sunday now. And the clue isn't very big, so I'll easily get that done Sunday while I'm watching football or F1 or something. So that's that. And I this is a nice, easy one to keep up with. And I love the story. I just love the fact that it's this mystery that we can solve. And I've got all the clues so far, but they're not really pointing me in anybody's direction yet. That I can see. I know the story's trying to make it look like it's somebody, but I don't think it's that person. I've read enough mysteries to know how they work. And then, of course, the third and final mystery that will be starting on November the 1st. Let me get another cup of tea. Is the Spring Grove mystery. Now, I'll put a picture here, and I'll leave links below to where you can find it. For the life of me at the moment, I cannot remember the name of the lady who designed it and the company. But this one is 6 months. And these clues come out every 3 weeks. So that's a little bit more manageable. And what this one is about is in Spring Grove, all the woodland animals that come out at night. So it's all a night stitch. So you're supposed to use a dark fabric, like she's using a purple. And I was like, purple for woodland animals as a background? Oh, I don't know about that. Or you can use a dark blue. And then there's a bunch she tells you not to use. And she's given you all the directions for 14 count, 28 count. That's the same as 14 count. And but you know what I mean, like the different sizes that you can choose if you're using 8 or a linen. And I have put it, I'm getting it ready, so I'll put it in my woodland animals bag. My woodland critters, and there's one more of these in the shop. And I've got all my floss ready to go. I still need to buy 10 new pieces. Oh, might tell me on here. Oh, needlelotdesigns.com is the name of the, I can't, but I'll put the link below. So it comes out November 1st, 22nd, December 13th, January 3rd, 25th of January, 24th of January, February 14th, March 7th, March 28th, April 18th, May 9th is the last one. And it looks, the information sheet, it looks super cool. So it's going to be about, does it tell us? Since the design features a moon, choose this shit. Oh no, that's it. For a night sky atmosphere. So she tells us the names. And no, it's not on this one. But I'll leave a link to her Facebook page as well. And her website. But I've got all the fabric. I've got my scissors in here. Not my fabric. I've got my floss and my scissors. And everything is in the bag. I'm still debating the fabric because my friend Liz, hello Liz, and Sue, hello Sue, we are going to do this together. I think Alex is too from my Yarny Corner, but Sue and Liz and I are meeting up on November 1st. We're going out for dinner. We're all in. We're going out for dinner, and we're gonna start our stitch along after. After dinner, we'll go to Starbucks or somewhere and we're going to sit and stitch and get started on our first clue. And Liz has ordered some fabric and she ordered some for me because I wasn't sure. I do have a blue here. Let me see if I can show you the blue. This was a blue I have here. I believe it's a 32 count. So I have this, which is quite a nice blue. It's almost like a petrol blue. So I have that, and but when we were looking on the website that Liz has ordered the fabric from, there was a nice purple, but there was a really nice kind of grayish color. So she's ordering a bunch of them, and we're just gonna all have a look and decide which one we want. And then we'll start. So that'll be fun. That's going to be a fun stitch along to do. So if you want to join. So anyway, I forgot to show you. That's all I've got stitching wise to tell you about. But last week I forgot to show you the stitchy kindness I got from Diane from my pink bathtub. As you know, I had sent her a cross stitch bag and bitty bag. And so as a thank you to me for that, she sent me some yarn and some cross stitch goodies. And these were some of the cross stitch goodies she sent me. So she sent me 3 of these. And I don't know how long she's had these in her stash, because if she's anything like me, cross stitch comes and goes in our lives. Like, I stitched since I was 17. That's when I first started stitching. And I stitched right up until I was in my 40s, and I couldn't see very well. My eyes were changing and I couldn't see close up to work because my glasses were for distance. And I literally just put it down and stopped stitching. And then I feel like it was like 2007 when that happened, because a lot of my work has, the kits that I've got are dated from them, but no more work has been done. So 2007, 2008, I put it down. And I started knitting more because I joined some knit clubs through work and blah, blah, blah. And then in the pandemic, so literally I didn't stitch for 15 years. And then the pandemic started. And I think at that point too, cross stitch, well, I've got such an itchy nose. Sorry about that. Cross stitch kind of tanked a bit at that point, I think. It wasn't as big of a thing as it had been. Like, you know, the cross stitch cupboard closed, like a lot of the LNSs closed. So that was sad. So I went back to knitting. And in the pandemic, I picked up stitching again through Fat Quarter Shop. I saw a lot of stuff because I started quilting and I started stitching again. But a lot of, instead of pulling out my old stuff, I started doing newer stuff because it was all new again. And it was all different. And there was different terminology. And there was different, people were talking about it. Because back when I first started cross stitching, nobody talked about cross stitching. There wasn't YouTube. There wasn't anything like that. So you just did it by yourself. And if anyone else came to your house and saw it on the wall and they were like, oh, I stitched too. You're like, oh, do ya? And that was it. So... but we used to have loads of these in the shops you could buy. So she sent me 3 of these, which I thought was great because they'll make great little Christmas gifts. I'll make something down there. She sent me a chart which has got I'm assuming it was a free chart from Charles Craft. I think she's stitching it, and she sent me some fabric to stitch it on in different colors. This is all Ada. I imagine it's 14 count. She sent me 2 packages of cards. She said she had tons of them. And John Lewis has a shop in England, so it's so funny that she sent me this. And these are obviously to put, where are you going? Cross stitch things. You can put anything in them really, I suppose. You could put photographs. But she sent me 2 packs of them. And she doesn't like even weave, and I love even weave in linen. So she sent me this mushroom even weave, 28 count mushroom even weave. So I really like that, and I have just the project I want to work on with this. Something I ordered through Liz, which will be coming. Might have houses on it. I think you might know what it is. So anyway, that is the happy mail I got from Diane. So thanks, Diane. And I'm so sorry I forgot to mention it last week. The other thing that I got in the mail, super excited about. Look what I got, look what I got. I am super excited about this. As many of you know, or might know, 2025 is going to be the year of the stitch for me. I will still be knitting. Please do not worry. I will still be knitting. But I'm going to concentrate on cross stitch. I will still be knitting at night because stitching is, I can do it at night. I have a light that goes around my neck, but I typically stitch in the afternoons because I am retired. I work in the mornings on my little Tobyknits business, and in the afternoons I sit and stitch. And when I'm not looking after my grandkids. And in the evening I knit. That's usually what I do. So I've got so many projects. If you look back 2 videos ago, I think, you'll see all the stuff I found in the basement when I brought all the cross stitch upstairs. Stuff that's been in the drawers since we moved in and not touched since 2007. So I need to finish a lot of those. So this is going to help me to get into the right thing. It's got all the months, one after the other, so I can use this instead of writing it out in my book. This will be my book of days. And then it also has a note section, whoops, and an area where you can write your sals in, your challenges if you have any, and finishes for that month. And then you've got notes. And then the next page goes straight into February. So that's how they work. Once you've got past the months, let me just change. Excuse me. October. Once we get past our months, there is a 2026 idea plan. So if you're going somewhere, like you're going to Stitch North, or you're going to start another sal, and you know it's, you know, in a certain month, you can put your stuff there. And then also there's a bingo, and I'm going to do a bingo, or whip go, I think they call it, for next year, for all the old whips I've got. And that will always be on a Wednesday. It will be Whip Go Wednesdays. Yes. So I have to get all those in there. I was actually thinking about it last night when I was in bed. How am I going to do it? How many whips have I got? Should I put them in twice? Anyway, then there's also a couple of pages of whips, new starts, and plans. And I do have a book similar to that I got from the Fat Quarter Shop, but it's nearly full. So this will be handy. So there's a few pages of them. Then there's a whole pile of notes, note papers. Then there's a whole section on retreats. So you can write in here where you're going, what plans you've got while you're there, your packing, and Stitchy kindness. Is that not cool? And there are 4 pages of lots of 4 pages. So if you're going to 4 retreats, and I can't show you though, there's also 4 charts. So I am super excited to get this. I got mine from Evertote in Canada. There are 2 or 3 other places, one in the States, I think it's the Colorado Stitcher, one in England, Mama Loves You GB, and is there another place? There might be another place, can't remember. But anyway, this is where I got mine. The shipping was a lot because it's quite heavy and it comes in a beautiful, like, padded box thing. So the planner itself is not terribly expensive, you know, compared to planners. But I really am excited to get working on that in the new year and set it all up and put stickers in it and colors and, you know, because that's what I do. I love doing that. Of course, I'm also getting my other Daphne's Diary that my dad has got me already for my birthday present, which is November 30th, in case anybody wants to know. And I'm meeting him December 1st, so he's going to give it to me when I meet him in New York City. And so that'll be my everyday knitting, crafting, cross-stitch, quilting, crochet projects, and Tobyknits business, plans with the kids, trips. We're planning another trip right now, but I can't tell you anything about it yet till it's confirmed. Yeah, it might be November. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Anyway, and then, yeah, so, and then, of course, December 1st, I'll be going to New York City to meet my dad with my husband, hello, Bob, and my brother, and we are going on the train. We're going to drive to Syracuse and take the train, and so I'm super excited about that because that's lots of time to stitch or knit or crochet. And it's also the start of Advent. And I have 4 Advents coming. I think I might only open 3 and leave 1 till over Christmas, till the actual 12 days of Christmas. I think, because it's only a 12-day Advent. So I think I might leave that one. But the other 3 means I have to take all the days with me so that we can open them together. That'll be fun. Hopefully there won't all be big things at the beginning, but we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, rambled it on for quite long enough today. I hope you have enjoyed this Stitchy video, and I am going to pick up the mess down there and edit this while I have some toast, because I'm starving Marvin. I am. I'm absolutely hungry. Yes, so I'm going to go and eat something. It's actually, the dog woke me up this morning barking his head off at 10 to 7. I don't know why. Something spooked him, I think. So I had to go and investigate. Of course, there was nothing. So then I was awake. So I think that's probably when I was thinking about the bingo thing, or the whip go. And so yeah, I ended up getting up and having a cup of tea. So why am I telling you that? I should just be saying goodbye. Why am I telling you that? I don't know. Oh yeah, I know why. So I got up and had a cup of tea, and I always have to have 1 cup of tea before I have breakfast. And then I thought I better get this video done and up because I'm late this morning. So I didn't bother with breakfast. I just came straight in here and now I'm gonna go and have breakfast. Yeah. Okay, I'm going. I'm really going. I am. I'll see you Friday. I have a small quilty fun coming on Friday if you're interested in sewing and quilting. If not, I'll see you. No, I won't see you Monday again. Oh, I'll have to try and do a Monday. Yeah, I'll try and do a Monday. I need to do a Monday knitting one because Monday I'm going to a quilting retreat for 4 days. There will not be a Flosstube next Wednesday. Yes, because I won't have time to record that while I'm there and edit it and all that stuff. So there will not be a Flosstube next, because I'm not taking any cross stitch with me either to the quilting retreat. I'm gone for 4 days. So I will have a quilty fun Friday and a knitting Monday, but that'll be it. So, okay, I'm going. Have a lovely week. Bye.